Hey, welcome back. Do you know what makes an NFL quarterback great instead of being good? It comes down to how he performs in the last 2 minutes of the game. Many NFL games come down to the last 2 minutes. The game slows down to a crawl in the last 2 minutes. There's so many stoppages because it gets to be high stakes. And the quarterback who performs and wins goes on to become a Hall of Fame quarterback, like Tom Brady. And I should know this because I root for the Jets. And the Jets have a good journeyman quarterback, but no matter what, Tom Brady ends up beating us the last 2 minutes of the game. It happens over and over and over. It's been going on for more than 11 years now, and I'm just sick and tired of it. But that's not what I want to talk about today. That same thing happens in sales. You know, salesmen do a lot of things, talking to the customer, qualifying, all that stuff. That's a journeyman stuff. All salespeople are going to be good at that. They have to be, otherwise they can't be in sales. So I call most salespeople journeyman salespeople. They are very good at, meeting with the customer, greeting them, taking them out for lunch, and discussing all kinds of stuff about the product, explanation, all of that. That's a journeyman stuff. You've got to be good at that. But the great salesmen are the ones who perform in the last 2 minutes of a sales process. And that usually is negotiation. Negotiation is about small things, not about big things. Because if it's about big things, you don't get to that point of 2 minutes. So, for example, if the game in football is out of hand, the 2 minute doesn't matter at all. The lead quarterback, the main quarterback, may not even play the last 2 minutes. The game is already won. But if the game is lost, so the last 2 minutes become irrelevant. But when it's close, when the game is close, it is the last 2 minutes that will decide the outcome. And the great quarterbacks know how to close the deal. Similarly, great salesmen also know how to close the deal because you're close. If if a deal is not won when it's this close, then you don't have good salespeople working for you. I don't care whoever it is. You got to close a deal when it's this close. So I'll give you an example. I was looking to buy a car this past weekend, and we came close of about $1,500. And the reason it came down to 1,500 because the salesman didn't inform me about the rebate, that he had already included the rebate in the price. And I was really distressed when he told me that the price that I assumed was not the price, that it was 1,500 more. Okay, I'm not happy, my wife's not happy, and I'm walking out. If I was in their situation, I would have closed the deal. There was a lot of stuff that they had in their disposal that they could have offered to make up for it. The first thing they could have done is we could have come halfway. So I could have come up 750, they could have come down 750. So now the gap is 750. They have a lot of things at their disposal. For example, they could give me a free oil change for as long as the car is under warranty. We're not talking about that many. This is a luxury car. We're talking about at most 6 to 7 oil changes. Okay, that's not really that much because we know that oil changes for these are overpriced anyway for these luxury cars. But hey, they got to bite that. Okay, they'll take that because they get a customer, which is more important. You don't want to lose a customer, so give away oil change. Then I could have also asked, so that makes up some part. Maybe let's say if the oil change is $50 and you do 7 of them, 350. Okay, so that still leaves some gap. They could have offered their loaner cars that I could take out for 3 long weekends, so I get a new car to drive around for 3 weekends. That's got to be worth at least, let's say you give them $75 a day, so that's 150, that's 450. So that at this point closes the gap. Okay, these are value stuff that I'm getting that I'm feeling like, wow, they really want my deal. They really want my deal. I'm not going to think about the gap of 750 at this point anymore. I'm thinking about, like, look at all the stuff I'm getting. They really want my business. None of this happened, by the way. This is me pretending like this is what I would have done. And then I'm an author. They could have, and here's the book, by the way. Here's the book. They could have said, hey, by the way, we'll take your book. You're welcome to keep it in our library and get more eyeballs. That's a marketing thing. For them, it doesn't cost anything, but for me, it's valuable. Suddenly they're adding more value. And there could be another thing, like I had some, and the other thing is I could have offered them, if I see them that they really want to work with me, I said, hey, by the way, I got quite a few marketing ideas that can help you grow your business. So at that point, the negotiating now becomes very creative. And that's where the negotiation really takes place in the narrow range. When you get down to like $1,000, when you're really close, that's when you have to get really creative. And that's can lead to a much bigger outcome for both sides. I get the car, I help them out in different ways, I get this marketing exposure, all kinds of things. Plus, I can tell other people, hey, I bought my car from there. Well, they're not going to get any of it because there was no creativity. And at the end, we didn't get the deal done. And that's it. This is not what you want. You've got to be a 2-minute salesman. That's where the money is made. That's where the company can make a breakthrough, because that's when the customers feel like, they took that extra step to get the deal done. And you must get the deal done. Because when you're close and not get the deal done, that's all on the salesman. Just like when a game in football is not won in the last 2 minutes, you know who gets blamed? The lead quarterback. Hey, my name is Jay Oza, and I'm an author of an upcoming book that I just showed you, Winning Speech Moments, How to Achieve Your Objective with Anyone, Anytime, Anywhere. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions regarding this, let me know. And thank you for watching, and good luck the last 2 minutes of your sales deal. Thank you.